Hero Film Corp presents Young Turks, 40 years.
Hello and welcome to Young Turks, India's oldest show on startups. I'm Shireen Bhan. On the show this week, the story of teabox.com that's pouring a part of India in a cup and serving it around the world. Catch the story of two entrepreneurs behind Unifor software systems who are betting big on regional speech and voice biometrics. And meet a new guru with an impact in the crowdfunding space. Our first guest on the show today is someone who wants to pour a part of India in a cup and serve it around the world. Serial entrepreneur Kaushal Dugar blushingly admits that despite having failed miserably the first 2 times as an entrepreneur, he hopes to turn third time lucky with teabox.com. And if the story so far is anything to go by, we think he might just have nailed it this time. Teabox.com was founded in 2012 and it lets tea lovers around the world indulge in experiencing premium Indian teas at the click of a button. The website currently stocks over 150 different kinds of teas and serves over 90 countries around the world. Backed by Accel Partners, Singapore-based Horizon Ventures and Jafco Asia, Kaushal has found a tea lover even in his latest investor, Ratan Tata. Here's his story.
Starting Teabox was to a certain extent a very natural choice, given my background that I come from a family which has been into the tea industry for 70 years. It's just that figuring out what exactly I wanted to do in tea was difficult. But then after coming back from overseas, spending a couple of months understanding the industry, I realized that it was very clear. The industry has not changed or innovated in the last 200 years since it was started by the Britishers, and the supply chain is very inefficient. Even today it takes many months for the teas to be reaching the consumers once it's produced, and because of so many intermediaries the cost increases. So our solution was very simple: cut out the middleman, get the teas direct from source to consumers as short as possible while maintaining the quality. So the idea was very clear, the execution was hugely challenging for me. Most of the people who control this industry are 60-70 plus. They don't understand e-com, they don't understand internet. So when I first went to them with the concept that to the producers, I want to sell your teas direct to the consumers online, literally everyone laughed at me, because they said it's not a product which people will buy just by looking at the pictures. They would want to taste it, they would want to kind of feel it in their hands, they would want to see it. So overcoming that mindset was the biggest challenge. I think once we overcame that by working closely with them and ensuring that they understand the value we generated for them, then it's been pretty smooth ride since then.
That's not where it ends. These tea plantations are located in Siliguri in the northern reaches of West Bengal, not exactly the best place to find talented manpower.
Getting them excited about an idea of building a global brand in North Bengal, that was again very challenging, but we have been able to overcome that. We buy teas direct from the plantations. We are sourcing centers and warehouses located literally next to the plantations. Once the teas are produced, within 24 to 48 hours they come into our warehouses. Then we take them through a lot of quality control. We then vacuum pack them and we remove all the impurities and store them at sub-zero or negative temperatures in India's first cold storage. Once the teas are with us, we upload it on our website teabox.com, and through teabox.com consumers worldwide are able to access these teas no matter where they are. So till date we have shipped to over 91 countries. We have shipped 30 million cups in the last 3 years.
Though the company is growing at 20% month on month, Kaushal says that they still have a huge market that is untapped.
So if I give you just a very simple statistic, the specialty tea market in the US, and the largest companies would be Teavana, which was acquired by Starbucks, we are currently 1,000th of their size, and which is just a very small percentage of the market, which means only in the US market, even if we grow 10 times, we are not even of a significant size. And if you compare the entire world, the market for teas and specialty teas is anywhere between $40 to $60 billion. And we think that in about 5 to 7 years, we should be of significant volume. So our focus is really to grow as much as possible. Because one thing we'll have to understand, this is a product which every single consumer, every single person in the world drinks it. You know, it is the world's second most consumed beverage after water. So the potential for us is limitless.
So if the business model is so straightforward and the market opportunity is so huge, why haven't more players been able to crack this, especially in the online space?
Very interestingly, India has been producing teas for the last 200 years. We are the largest producers and exporters of tea, yet not a single brand of that level has been developed in India due to whatever reasons. And we think it is only high time, by leveraging internet to reach consumers worldwide, we would be able to create India's first billion-dollar premium brand on a global scale. We don't have direct competitors as such, because our belief is it's not just selling teas online, but creating the infrastructure, and infrastructure takes quite a lot of money and investment. So that's why we have invested in cold storages, supply chain linkages, which no other competitor is doing. So today we are able to deliver in Moscow from Darjeeling in 6 days, which again no one is able to do. Currently we offer all of Indian teas from all over India. We offer Nepal teas as well. Going forward, we are going to get into Ceylon or Sri Lankan teas, and then eventually China or Chinese teas. Our eventual goal is to be one-stop place where consumers, no matter where they are in the world, are able to get the best teas direct from source at the click of a button. And that's what we are working towards.
The revenue model is simple. Just log on to the website and place your order. But in case you are bewildered by the choices offered, here's how you can pick the one that's right for your taste buds.
The other model is subscription, where if you don't know which tea you would want, you come to our site, you answer few very basic questions, such as what kind of chocolates do you like, what kind of flowers do you like. Our machine learning algorithm figures out that these are the teas you would like based on your palate and based on your answers. We send you the teas based in a beautiful curated box, and every month till you cancel, we run this as a subscription model.
Kaushal bootstrapped the venture and started up with his personal savings of 35 lakhs. Within a year, he got backed by Axel Partners and Horizon Ventures, who pumped in $1 million, raised Series A of $6 million from JAF Croatia, and Teabox is now backed by Ratan Tata too. And if you aren't sold already, here's a fun tea production trivia.
Most of us don't realize that by the time they drink the cup of tea, it's already stale. It's already lost its freshness and quality. This is because, say, if a tea is produced in March in a plantation, by the time it gets to the warehouses from where the auction happens, it's about April or June. By the time the auctions happen and some importer would have bought the tea, it's already July. By the time the importer has exported the tea to a exporter in an importing country, it's already about August. By the time the importer sells it to wholesaler and retailer, it's about October, November. So in the 6 months from production to consumption, the tea is stored in conditions which are not hygienic, which is not which is not geared for maintaining its quality and freshness. And the main difference between us is we are at the source.
Finally, this Excel monkey, as Kaushal likes to call his former corporate worker self, now wants to sip his way to an IPO by 2020.
Kaushal here is wishing you all the very best with your ambitious targets. It is time for a break, but when we return, the story of two entrepreneurs behind Chennai-based Unifor Software Systems who are betting big on regional speech and voice biometrics. Stay tuned to Young Turks.
Hero FinCorp presents Young Turks 14 Years.